All right, we are live. Thank you everybody for showing up. Yo, we got a bunch of people in here. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much. My camera is horrible right now because I'm just using my laptop and there's horrible lighting, so I'm sorry about that. I'm probably gonna have some people pop in here and there. Right now we got Jeff, so I'm gonna have him pop in right now.
Hey,
what's going on, Jeff?
Nothing.
Oh, we got Jeff here, and we got my man Fatal up in here. Let's go. Let's go. Cheers.
Do I look okay? Like, am I buffering or doing anything crazy?
No, man, you guys are good. My camera sucks right now, but that's all good.
I know you look like you got that laptop webcam.
That's what I have right now.
Yeah. I've been there, bro.
To be quite honest with you, for like, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, I just put like all of my good equipment away because I wasn't sure if I was going to do live streams anymore. But I had to live stream today. Like, I have to. You know?
Got to, bro.
Yeah.
You got to.
Like,
and man, I'm so happy to be here, bro, because I'm telling you, you was the first person I reached out to, man. Because I seriously thought, now this is how conceited and stupid I am, Jeff and Tyler. I thought I was the only one that was into Snyder like this on the internet, bro. And then one day something kicked at me and I typed in just Snyder Cut, and Tyler, your stuff was the first thing I seen. And I was I was binging your stuff. I said, dang, this dude think just like me. And then I said, man, let me see if I can find him on Twitter. And I found you. We started talking. I hopped on your stream, and it was on after that, man.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome, man. It's been like completely full circle.
Yeah.
Like I've been doing YouTube going on 2 years now, and like, you know, some of my first videos was Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, today, man, it's just a celebration. This is why I called this the hype stream. It's like, you know, I just want to wait for some more people to get on, hopefully, but like, I just want to get everyone ready. Like this movie, like what we've been fighting for so long.
It's what we've been fighting for.
Yes.
Getting into fights with people in the Snyder Cut movement is here, bro. You know,
exactly.
And I feel it's crazy, man. Since this movie is coming out this week, I feel like all the infighting now that's just evaporating. You know what I mean?
I do feel like that.
Yeah.
To some extent, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we're all, and that's the cool thing about this movement is what I really do appreciate is like when we really need to band together, we all band together.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, which is great. It's a great thing to see. And Fatal, I see you wearing that Dark Side shirt.
Man, I had to, man. Hey, I gotta support the AFSP, man. I gotta support that, man.
Definitely. Did you guys go ahead, Fatal?
No, I was just gonna say, how much have they raised so far? I know it's in the million, right? Or close to the million?
Are you talking about for suicide prevention?
Yeah. Would you, Jeff? I know you got the numbers to be exact.
It should be about right now, I would say 500,000 and 530K.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, so just over half.
No other movement has done this, bro. You know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. And that's why it's such an exciting time right now. What I was going to say, did you guys see, and I really hope this is true, and maybe someone else has some more information on it, but I heard just the other day that there was going to be like a 30-minute documentary.
Yeah, this is actually confirmed. That's actually, good.
What is that going to be on?
I heard that it's going to be on HBO Max as well as this at the same time of Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out.
I would love that.
But that's dope because they keep the hype going.
Yes.
Yep.
You know?
Yes. And that's the thing is like once this movie comes out, it comes out in a couple hours. Crazy. I can't wait to watch it again. Once this movie comes out, like we have to get Justice League 2 and 3. We have to.
And we have to get the air cut.
Exactly. And like I've been telling, all three of us have been telling the fans in this movement for so long. It's like, just look at it, right? Zack had a movie that was already done, so that it just made there was money on the table, so you knew the movie was eventually going to get released. It just made too much sense. If you looked at it, you looked at Zack was giving us the breadcrumbs. You knew that it was going to happen, and that's why I always said it was going to happen. I never said that it wasn't going to happen until Zack came out and said, "No, it's not happening." He never did, and then it happened. It's the same thing with Justice League 2 and 3. AT&T, they have to realize, they have to know that if we let this movie get released, we know the fans are not going to let up. We know the fans aren't just going to be like, oh, thank you for the Snyder Cut. That's it. That's all I wanted. Okay, have a nice day. No. That's not how this works. You gave Zack $70 million to do more. You let it be a cliffhanger ending. You could have very easily told Zack, no, you're not gonna have Darkseid in it, whatever. You're not gonna have any cliffhangers. They could have not given him any money. They could have not marketed this movie. There's a bunch of things they could have done, but they didn't. They did the opposite. So it's like, we know it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and really, I can tell you right now, I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently Zack right now, when he was at Wonder Meg's stream and he had to leave early for a quote emergency meeting. So maybe they're already having those meetings right now because this morning Jason Kilar tweeted that he was basically headed over to WB, and David Ayer liked to that tweet. Apparently, if you actually go to his likes, he actually liked it. So I think positions are being moved right now.
You got my boy Nicotini up in here. Appreciate him hopping on. Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Jeff. I mean, it's money on the table, you know. Why?
Yeah.
Like this thing is huge, and I really hope, like, once this movie comes out tomorrow, I really hope we get the numbers, the HBO Max numbers, to see.
Oh no, like, you don't know how big this is, because apparently Lightcast actually said that apparently Warner Media and HBO Max, what they're going to be paying attention to is not only the HBO Max numbers, but they're also going to be paying attention to the other streaming services that Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be on.
Yeah, of course.
So,
they're going to be looking at all the numbers because HBO Max is really not. It's not. It is international somewhat, but it's not all over. It's only a couple different countries, but it's, you know, the U.S. numbers. That's what they're really going to be looking for HBO.
What up,
Max.
Nicotino?
What up?
Yeah, happy he's in here. But yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's just
now
inevitable.
you know. I want to tell the chat real quick. We all three seen the movie. By the way.
Yeah, like, you guys, man. Like,
now we
like, those 4 hours, man. Those 4 hours go by quick.
They go by quick, bro. Especially that intro is perfect, bro.
Yeah.
We don't give away no spoilers.
And I'm happy you brought that up, Fatal, because I didn't want to say anything to anyone on Twitter that I saw it early. I didn't want to let anyone know, but then it got to a point where everyone was doing their reviews and everything, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna put out something. I'm just gonna say that, you know, that I'm just gonna, like, put out one tweet saying my favorite scene in the movie, and then everyone was like, "Oh, you saw it?" And I was like, "Oh God, yes, I saw it." And and you know what? Like, it was a contest that I won, and so that's how I got to see it early. It was awesome. You guys probably saw my spoiler-free review. I mean, it's everything we wanted and more, and you guys are going to find out very, very shortly. And I'm just excited because the way that I watched it was kind of on my laptop through this link. So I'm just excited to watch it on HBO Max.
See it on the screen.
For it to be, you know, really? and to have
I'm telling you right now, I watched it on my phone and my screen was cracked, and it's still, I was immersed in the movie.
But see, I got a thing where you can hook up this cable to your laptop to the TV, and oh man, I just had a great time. But the thing about it is, I want to see it in its full glory on HBO Max.
And we're actually going to get that because Zack actually confirmed on Wonder Meg's stream that we're going to get a relaunch of Zack Snyder's Justice League during the fall this year.
What was that, Jeff? I missed that. What did you say?
We're going to get Zack Snyder's Justice League released in theaters this fall.
Oh, I would love that. That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm really looking forward to. Is I want to see it on the big screen. I think that's something that was missing. It was in that aspect. It was weird. You know, it was weird seeing such a big movie like this on my TV screen, not in the movie theaters first. You know what I mean? It was strange, and I know I've been like a big component of streaming for a while, saying that, you know, that's the future. Yes, it is the future, and how I was okay with that. I was okay with not going to movie theaters anymore, but definitely with this movie, I could feel it. You know, I could feel like I'm watching it, and I'm like, I need to see this on a bigger screen. Like,
But it seemed like it's weird with this movie right here because it seemed like Hollywood has stopped for Zack Snyder. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear nothing about no other epic movies, no other directors. It's just straight Zack Snyder.
mm-hmm.
And I mean, man, that baby going ham in the background.
Oh yeah, you hear him? Yeah,
But
he's upset. Uh-oh.
it's still having, to me, this is the biggest hype I have ever seen for a movie, period.
Yep, because
Definitely.
you gotta really think about it. It's like Zach has been. There's been like how many interviews of Zach doing to just today alone.
I know.
And he still has a premiere to go to.
Yeah, and that's tonight, by the way, guys. I think that starts in a couple hours. The premiere.
The premiere?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to stay up for that. I'll probably try to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay up for it either.
Yeah, but no, I'm looking forward to that because Kevin Smith. I love Kevin Smith, and he'll be, you know, talking to Zach and everything.
Kevin Smith was the first person that sales the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love Kevin Smith, and I remember when I was getting ready to watch BVS, he did something with with Jeff Johns. He was like on TNT or something like that, and they were hyping up BVS and everything. And I just, from that moment forward, I really like, you know, appreciated Kevin Smith
and Jason Momoa was the two first celebrities that said there is a Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Justice's Gray edition too.
Yeah, because Zack said that's the version that he likes the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cool because I was curious as to why he thought that was the best version, and apparently it's because when he left the project, like that's all he had was a black and white version of it, and he had it like on a laptop, and he would always show people.
He used to post pictures all the time on Vero with the black and white. He would just always drop stuff,
which is kind of interesting now if you look back on it, because we always thought he was doing that because maybe it had something to do with NDAs or whatever, and I think he was just doing that because that's the only version he had. He didn't have colored versions of it.
Yeah,
it was just like
But this is the cool thing about it too. He been hyping this movie up for so long.
Yeah.
Because remember, every month he'll just drop a black and white picture. Mm-hmm. Every month he'll drop a black and white picture. And then after a while it started turning to color. And then after a while it started turning into a video. And then, that's the best marketing known to man.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is Zach actually said that the reason why he was doing it in the first place, we thought it was him saying that, hey, here's a little nugget for you here to get the Snyder Cut out there. Zach actually said something that was actually pretty funny. He said from his point of view, he was just posting those pictures out because he thought it was just something fun to put out on Vero. So in a way, it was like, while he was having fun with it, he was actually also helping him and us out getting this movie out.
Yeah, but I don't buy that for a second though. I don't think Zach was just doing that just to have fun. Zach knew what he was doing. he knew about this movement and what we were doing, and if that was a problem for him, then he would have stopped it. But no, he wanted this to happen. And you know, for every interview Zach does now, he always gets asked about, you know, doing a Justice League 2 or 3, and he always says like, you know, oh no, this is he's kind of, this is it, you know, this is the end, no more for me, blah blah blah. and he's always saying that and I'm just like, the way he says it, I'm like, dude, you're clearly lying. But no one ever asked him until I think it was today. I saw an interview that Tyrone Magnus did with him. No one straight up asked him, would he do it? And he pretty much said like, you know, yeah, I would. I just, it's up to WB, it's up to Warner Media to let that happen. So it was nice to hear him say that, not just flat out say like, no, guys, I'm moving on. I don't want to do these anymore. Like, it was nice to hear. But again, like, he can't say anything especially if he's under NDAs and everything. And you don't want to ruin the surprise already. But like I said, I can't wait to see these numbers when they officially come out. And who knows, man? I mean, tomorrow we could all get the greatest news ever, and they could say Zack's coming back to finish his arc. We don't know. That's what I'm looking forward to at this point, because once you're done watching this movie, you're not going to settle for that. You're going to want more.
Right. And you also have Joe Manganiello saying stuff about what that stroke was going to do, which what got me which got me most hyped is what he said what was supposed to happen in Suicide Squad 2, the original one. It was supposed to be about Deadshot versus Deathstroke, which to me that's like from a fan perspective, that's like who would actually win in a fight between those two, because you got Deadshot with the range, but then you have a super soldier essentially and Deathstroke. So it's like, for real, like, who would win in a fight like that?
Yeah, so Stephen Phillips says, my question is, when will we get this in the AMC theaters? Yeah, I mean, if I see some people in here like Integrity 101 are saying like trilogy screenings in the fall. I think, Jeff, didn't you just say possibly in the fall?
Yeah, that's what Zack said.
I mean, listen, worst case, they might do like a Fathom Events type deal where in special theaters in the area you can watch it. But also, I want to know, like, because I know at this point you can rent out theaters for like $100, which is like nothing. And I want to know if I can do that and just have any movie play, because if that's the case, I'm thinking about doing that, and I'll just have a couple of my friends go and watch it, because like I said, I want to see this thing in IMAX, like, so bad.
Yep.
But like, Jay, what were your thoughts on the movie, man? Uh-oh.
I couldn't believe the whole time I was watching it, bro. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And now it's certain parts, and I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but it's certain parts I did recognize from the Justice League.
Yeah.
But when you just look at the entire scope, it is a different movie, though.
Definitely.
But I say you recognize from Justice League, but those were Zack scenes, though, right?
Yeah. And I want people to realize that too. And a lot of people, like, they think that a lot of the stuff that was in the first movie was all Joss Whedon. It's like, no, they took Zack's movie and they reshot a bunch of stuff. So
because if you look at the Justice League, it says it's directed by Zack Snyder.
Yeah. Yeah. So all of those scenes were already set up for Zack. So Joss just went in there and just changed everything up, changed the dialogue, changed the way the shots looked. So people will come in here and be like, oh, Zack pretty much reshot the same movie or whatever. They took, like, no. That was always Zack's shots. That was always Zack's scenes. Whedon just came in there and screwed everything up. So
he Marvinized it.
Yeah, if you want to say that.
Yeah, he Marvinized it, bro.
Oh, we got someone else up in here.
We're not gonna get into any spoilers.
What's up, man?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey.
What's going on?
But yeah, like, I'm not gonna get into any
Stop, Kelly. You saw it too, right?
What? What did I miss? Sorry, I was eating dinner.
You saw the movie, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I saw
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cheers,
like, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into any spoilers. But in a sense, Joss Whedon did a better Marvel movie than Zack did a better Marvel movie than Joss Whedon. When it's actually pretty weird to really think about it. Like, how in WB wanted Joss Whedon to Marvelize Zack Snyder's Justice League. In a way, Zack did a better job of Marvelizing Justice League than Joss Whedon.
And that's the interesting thing about this movie is, Zack was always telling us that this movie was going to be like a hard R, like it was going to be dark. And yes, there are moments in this movie that are really dark. But out of all three movies, this is the lightest movie that he's done out of Man of Steel BVS. Like this has
BVS
a lot.
is darker.
Oh yeah, definitely.
BVS is darker,
but at
Watchmen is darker.
Yes. So it's kind of funny to see that. Like this whole time, we thought we were going to get this just savage rated R movie, and it's like there's so many parts that are not like that at all. It's really lighthearted, and like we keep on saying like Ezra Miller's Flash, he's funny, but it's not forced. Like he kind of brings that to the table, but I really do appreciate that because this has to be a different movie because it's the Justice League. You had Man of Steel.
I did notice some rated R moments though.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is one moment that caught me off guard.
The one moment,
and I'm like, what did I just? And I want to talk about it, which I won't talk about it until we do a spoiler review. But it happened so quick, and I was like, did I just see what I think I just saw?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this right now because I think it's actually pretty vague. But if you're a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, you're gonna pop. That's all I'm gonna say. That's big enough. That's big enough. But yeah, when I saw that moment, I was like, "Oh wow!"
I think we're all thinking about the same one. But
I think we all. It threw me off, bro. It threw me off bad.
So Integrity says on a darkness level, is it more in tone with Man of Steel? It's got like a bunch of different tones. Like,
I'm gonna put it like this: when it comes to dark movies from Zack Snyder and DCEU, I'm gonna compare it to Man of Steel, BVS, and then Justice League. The darker of those three is BVS. BVS is the darkest.
Yeah. What I took from this was that. Sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
This on the darkness level, comparing it to Zack's filmography altogether, it's more in line with Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole.
I haven't seen that one.
That's really how dark it is. Like it's really kind of like a balance between the darkness and the light as well. Yes. But in terms of DCEU, it's really kind of like in tone with the first Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag because, like I said, the dark moments in this movie are the darkest that he's ever been out of Man of Steel BVS. Now, when it comes to like the lighthearted stuff, it's the most lighthearted stuff that we've ever gotten from Man of Steel BVS. So it's a mixture of everything. Like when you watch Man of Steel, the tone is very consistent. When you watch BVS, the tone is very consistent. This tone is kind of, and it's not a bad thing. It's kind of all over the place. Like I said, you have moments that are really dark. You have moments that are lighthearted. So it's but again, I think that makes sense because it's a Justice League. It's a team. It's all these different personalities. Right. So it makes more sense. It's going, So once you watch it, you'll see.
And this is what blew my mind. Okay, you remember with the comedy with Justice League?
Yep.
It was comedy in here, but it wasn't that much. It was comedy in the right places, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't forced. And I'm gonna say a little spoiler. It's not really that big of a deal, but there's a part where the team's all together and the Flash is acting up, and Cyborg looks at him. He's like, "Yo, shut up! Like, stop! Like, stop being a fucking goof off! Like, stop!" I thought that was hilarious. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He's like Barry, not right now. Like, stop.
And they really really that's what I kind of meant in my first tweet where I said that was kind of like a Golden Corral buffet of sorts where there's pretty much everything. Like you have your meaty darkness, you have some comedy with the greens and cheese, and you have some dessert in there as well. Like it's really kind of like a mixed bag. Like it's there for it's like has the best worlds of everything pretty much.
Yeah. All right, so we have our next question from Integrity. He says, is Zack Snyder's Justice League the greatest superhero film you ever saw?
Yes.
Is it for you, Jeff?
Yes. He's in terms of this, I would say no. Like I would say that it is my second favorite. Like right now, I would still say my very top would be Watchmen: The Ultimate Cut.
Okay, touche. What about you, South Cali?
For sure, it is my favorite DC movie of all time. I'll say that much.
Okay.
It is. It is
Okay.
for sure my favorite DC film. Is it my favorite comic book superhero movie of all time? Probably not, but I mean it's up there. I would put it easily in the top 5. Easily.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So you said it could be your favorite DC movie, correct?
No, it is my favorite DC movie.
Okay. So, but it's not your favorite. It could possibly not be your favorite comic book movie. What is your favorite comic book movie?
Winter Soldier.
I like no. Oh no, I like a lot of other. No, I mean that Winter Soldier is a good movie.
It is
Winter Soldier
dope
a good
though.
movie.
It is
It is a
dope.
good movie. But I like a lot of older stuff. I like Dick Tracy. I don't know if you remember Dick Tracy or not.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. You're
there's a
going
lot.
old
There's
school. Okay.
yeah. There's a lot of like
Okay.
I have like a little like my own taste, so to speak. But
a
it's,
lot of people
like,
forget 200-300 is a comic book movie.
yeah. There's a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
That's the thing. When I
Mhm.
say comic book movies, I always mean like superhero movies. But no, like
Yeah.
comic. There's a lot of movies
There's a
out there
lot,
that are
yeah.
comic book movies that aren't superhero movies. There's comic
Yeah.
book movies. I just always say that. I always get those two.
Yeah.
What about you, Fatal?
Ranking this movie,
Yeah. Do you think it's the greatest superhero film you ever saw?
it's dope, but no. To me, Man of Steel is still my favorite comic book movie of all time. Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Do I like my boy South Cali said? I do rank it top 5, but Man of Steel is still at number 1 for me.
Yeah, and that's really the thing. Like, if you were to tell me like where I would rank Zack Snyder's Justice League in the DCEU slate of so far, I would put it easily at number 1.
Well, for me personally, and I still am like not sure what to think about this movie. And if you watch my review, I know that's a good thing because whenever I watch Zack Snyder's movies, I don't know what to think right away. And then I sit on it, and I think I watch it again, and then I go, damn, like that shit was epic. Now, like I know what I saw, I know that it was epic, but it still hasn't registered with me. And like I was watching Film Gob's review earlier today, and he even said that too. Like, I can't tell you guys that this is the greatest comic movie of all time yet because I still am like, I need time, and that's the same thing with me. Now I know this is a great movie, but I just can't rank it yet. But maybe in a couple weeks I can really like say, okay, wow, this movie was great. Because like when I first watched BVS, I wasn't even sure if I liked it, and now it's to me BVS is one of the greatest comic book movies of all time.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay,
again, like,
y'all can throw some darts at me because this is what I'm about to say. BVS could be my greatest of all time. Y'all for some throw some darts at me, and y'all know I'm a Zack Snyder head to the fullest.
Yeah.
But the one thing that always threw me off about BVS was Doomsday.
I never had a problem with that.
I did though, man, because to me, this is the thing about it. The Death of Superman to me should have been his own movie. I've always said that. And don't nobody get me wrong. I told y'all I'm a Zack Snyder head. Zack Snyder, my favorite director. But I feel like if BVS would have just been between Batman and Superman, and then they came together for a common cause, or they would have beat each other guts to the very end and then stopped. I think that would have been my favorite superhero movie. But that one little flaw with Doomsday with me made Man of Steel still the top movie because Man of Steel to me was perfect. Even the last fight between him and Zod, that's the best superhero fight known to man to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what's funny is we're all sitting over here trying to figure out what the greatest comic book movie of all time is, and every movie we're talking about is Zack's movie. So it just shows you how great this guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tyler, I really wanted to get this out there because Zack, because I don't know if any of you read the New York Times article, but Zack said that his mindset into getting a movie out is not for a movie that you enjoy, but like with the Marvel movies, like he said that he doesn't look for a movie for people to enjoy. He said he'd rather get you with a movie so that he can get you back to talking about it again and again. So, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really, and if you think about Zach's film work, like even people who, even with Sucker Punch right now, which a lot of people are still divided by, and is really Zach's most hated movie, people still are talking about it since 2011. I
Yes.
believe that movie came out. So, in a way,
Yes.
it makes sense for Zack to really kind of make a movie that not a lot of people are settled in yet in the first
Yeah.
two.
And I think that's why a lot of people don't like his movies is because they're so used to like, the Marvel formula. They're so used to just going in there, having fun, and then leaving and not thinking about it, and that's it, just moving on. But his movies, that's why I said they take time to really digest and go back and you think, and it's not just action, you know what I mean? Like it really makes you think. There's so many Easter eggs, there's so much more going on than the eye meets, and you really have to think about everything that's happening. And with a 4-hour movie, it's going to take me a long time to really.
There's a lot to process.
There is a
Yeah,
lot to
like-
process, and I'm
Yeah,
still running through it in my head, and that's why I can't wait to watch it tomorrow again, so I can,
Mhm.
again
Yeah,
focus
'cause
on
really,
specific
like-
parts.
Because, yeah, like really that's kind of like what I said at Fatal Stream with IGN FanFest. I said that most of these YouTube reviews are going to have to come out the next day of the person watching.
Yeah, I'm
because
dropping
it's
mine
just-
Friday.
because there's just so much to digest, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna come back to it. Because really just for an example, I've actually seen some Marvel fans on Twitter saying that they went back to Man of Steel and BVS, and they said that Man of Steel is great, and they actually did say that they think the reason why they went too harshly on Man of Steel and BVS was because they were too focused on the Marvel formula back then.
They were comparing it to Marvel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can't do that. That's
No,
not
you
what Zach
can't.
was giving us. He was giving us something completely different, and a lot of people do it, and it sucks that it's that way. It sucks that everything has to get
And now,
compared to
now
Marvel.
watch people compare it. I don't mean to cut you off, but just
Yeah.
real quick. Watch people what they saying now. Oh, Marvel coming out with the same formula. Why do they don't come out with something different? That's what they say now.
Yeah.
That's what they said, Tyler.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Like
Good.
WandaVision. People been trashing WandaVision because they said, oh, it's the same Marvel formula. But that's what y'all wanted with the DC movies.
Mm-hmm.
And you know
Yeah.
what? I'm sure you guys saw this video that came out maybe a month or two ago, where they showed that they had pretty much all the VFX shots for Infinity War Endgame done like 8 years ago. Like they're getting to the point now where everything is like the whole movie is CGI'd. They'll go to a director and be like, yeah, I want you to direct this movie, but you're not really directing. You're just the guy that says, yeah, do this. Like it's like your ideas mean nothing. Like this is all Kevin Feige's work. He's like, this is the movie right here. Like we have all this like previs work done. This is how it's gonna. They even previs just shots of people just sitting at a table, and they're like, this is how you're gonna have the actors sitting. This is what they're gonna say. Go film that. You're the director. That's it. And that stuff has been planned for years and years. And it's just like, what the hell? Like there is no freedom at all if you're making movies for Marvel.
Right, and that's really the thing right there, because the Black Widow director actually said that same thing, where she said that Kevin Feige he said that the Black Widow director said that she only filmed the scenes with the camera, and Kevin Feige told her to just be on her way. Like they didn't need her for the visual effects or editing or nothing post work.
That's crazy. Like, why would you want, as a director, why would you want to, make movies for Marvel? Because it's already set. Like, you're just the man that's just literally filming or telling, I don't know. I just, that's why I don't know. That's why I'm more of a DC guy, and that's why I really appreciate what Zack's bringing to the table. It's something completely different. Like I keep on saying, it makes you think. The guy, when it comes to visuals and imagery, it's the best you've ever seen. And for crying out loud, the way this man handles music, man. I mean, come on. He is coming. Well, a lot of people don't know this, and I didn't know this maybe until last year. Is like Zack came, like his background was like making music videos, so that's where he started out directing with music videos, and like
I'm not spoiling the movie for anything at all, but there's a specific piece of music, man, that that it was just like, oh man, stuff is about to go down.
Yep.
Like everyone in this panel knows exactly what I'm talking about.
No, it was one moment with the music. I don't know. It just really sucked me in.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? That one scene?
Probably not.
Yeah. Yes, you do. It was like a music video, bro.
It's 4 hours.
But I'm talking about it's one scene with the music that really stood out, and the song stayed there for a long time.
Whenever the league was getting ready to fight, there was some music that was playing that I thought was really cool. It was like some hype music, like shit's about to go down. Like,
I'm gonna put it like this though. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give y'all a clue. The chat won't know what we're talking about. When somebody was being saved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
That whole scene. So great.
Yeah.
You talking about with the Flash?
Yeah. I didn't want to give it away, man.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite scene, man.
That's what I'm saying. That part with the music.
Oh my God.
Really Zack that's like amazing how he locked you in.
Are you talking about the one like in the trailer where he saves Iris?
When he saves Iris.
And I said that in my review. That's not even a spoiler. Like people have seen, like they know that happens in the movie. That scene is like one of my favorite scenes of the movie. Like,
bro, that's
the way it plays out.
That's the introduction to Barry Allen, literally. That's the first time you see him, literally.
I couldn't believe it. Like,
it was
you put the right music in there, and I was just like, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah,
but that would have been even dope to experience that at the movie theater. That Flash scene.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this is 4 hours of just a whole bunch of epicness. I mean, like I said, you're not just. I know a lot of people they're excited for the visuals, and of course, I was excited for the visuals. But it's a lot more than that. You know, the pacing is so well done, and the way that it's split up at the chapters. I mean, I think that's why it flows so well and it goes so quick. Is because it's like 30 to 40 minutes per chapter, and then it cuts off. It's like next chapter, and it's before you know it, you're halfway through. And I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but I saw that I was at the 3 hour mark, and I'm like getting pissed. Like, no, there's only an hour left. Like, come on, no. Like, I'm like, seriously, only an hour left. Like, I was frustrated. Like, give me more. But yeah, you definitely want more when it's over.
What do y'all think about the epilogue, though?
I loved it.
Perfect.
To me personally, it's kind of like because when you watch, I can't because I don't want to say anything with spoilers. But when you get to the actual scene where you could tell it's additional photography,
you can tell.
You can tell, yeah. But when aside from that, it's not like it's bad or anything. But it's like you can tell like that's the additional photography. But to me, it was kind of like that's what he brought everybody back for to shoot, like to film, basically. Those few that came back, and it just in my head, I'm just thinking to myself, Zack didn't have to do that. Like Zack didn't have to do that at all. So clearly, the reason why he filmed it in the first place was like, I have a plan. This is me teasing it to you. Justice League 2 is coming. Like that's how I took it when I
didn't think about that, bro. Because
that's how I saw it.
He didn't even need the epilogue.
He didn't need to. He did not need it.
Nope.
But he did. You could tell he did that for the fans. And the epilogue is not that long.
No.
So that just show you how strong this movie was without a reshoot.
Did you hear Zack's answer too? Because someone asked him. They were doing an interview and someone asked him. They said, "Why did you film that epilogue? Why did you put that in the movie?" And or in other words, why did you tease more? And he was like, "Oh, because that was my original idea." Like, come on, fool! I don't care if that was your original idea. Like, you know what you're doing. Like, we're not dumb here. You could very easily close it out because when you watch the Justice League, that was pretty much closed out. They defeated Steppenwolf. You didn't know of anyone else. That was it. It was over. It was kind of like, okay, we did it. That's it could have ended. This wasn't like that. So yeah, you know what you were doing. You added.
But I was surprised with I don't want to give spoilers, but I was surprised with a certain character. To me, the certain character didn't get that much screen time. The character showed up in the epilogue. But
I know what you're talking about.
But that character was also in the movie. He was also in the movie, but he didn't get that much screen time. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, I think
I say at the most he probably got 5-10 minutes of screen time, if that.
Okay, now I'm throwing off.
Now I'm throwing off.
And no, because look, I was wondering why this character never made it to the trailers. Just really think about what I'm talking about. This character never.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the same character, but he probably had, if anything,
like
maybe
a minute,
30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, like a minute. Time. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 5 is too much. I'm saying 5 minutes. It was probably about a minute strong that he was in the entire movie. And I was always thinking in my head, why is he not in these trailers?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think that was just a little surprise they wanted, because, you know, he wanted to surprise the fans a little bit. He has to have something in his back pocket, so they can't just put everything out there.
But we knew he was going to be in the movie.
Yeah, but not everyone knows that. Like the general audience, they don't know that. So they'll be like, wait a second, why is
That's true, because people in the Snyder Cut movie have broke this movie down to an atom, so we know pretty much the plot. We knew the plot.
I just wanted to talk about the epilogue real quick, because you guys were talking about the visuals, whatever, for that. I got a couple things to say about that. First off, the visuals for the one scene I'm thinking of, I thought the nightmare stuff, I thought that was all great. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not 100%, but I thought it was fine. But the scene where with Bruce Wayne, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
If anything, you could just tell that it was green screen. That's what I'll say. Yep. You can just tell it's green screen. But the reason that is, and this is all going to be cleaned up, especially with the DVD that's coming out in May and everything, is because Zack had to redo this whole movie. He had to do like so many visual shots. This is a 4-hour movie. He had to get it all done in 8 months.
He had to do it in 7 months.
Yeah, 7 months. So think about that. Like, he had no time at all to get this thing done. And so again, a 4-hour movie, like you're talking about Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf looks amazing. Darkseid looks incredible. I mean, the visuals are insane. Like, they're the best of the best. Yeah. But in the epilogue, there's just one little scene that just maybe looks a little off, but I'm telling you that when you get the DVD or in months to come, you know,
it'll probably look better.
It's going to be polished out, but that's not even something that you're really thinking about. That it doesn't, you know what I mean? Just think back to the old Steppenwolf that was in the Justice League. That's all you got to do, and and Henry Cavill's Henry Cavill's messed up lip. So that's all I got to say about that.
That WB did for 25 million.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I don't want to keep this stream too long, guys. But like, the reason we're here is because like I can't. Tomorrow is the day. I mean, everyone finally gets to see this movie. Yeah. I'm excited to be able to access it whenever I want. That's what I'm excited for. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I want to pull out my phone or whatever, pull out HBO Max on my PlayStation or my TV, and just boom, it's there. I can watch it. And I'm just going to consume this thing day after day for a while, because I've been waiting so long to watch it, and it's finally here. And it, like we've all been saying, it's a great movie. You guys are going to enjoy it, definitely. And I mean, it's almost time, a couple hours away. I don't know how many people are going to stay up to watch it, but I know for Eastern time it comes out at 3
o'clock in the morning.
We got 5 hours left until it comes out.
Yeah.
So,
and that's assuming the servers are working.
Yeah, because me and Abu was talking about that, and he said it's probably gonna crash tomorrow. Cause HBO Max, now is this just me? HBO Max moves slow. Do it move slow for y'all?
Sometimes.
But
no, compared to Netflix and Disney Plus and all them joints, it moves slow like a turtle. Like, you literally gotta click.
I've never had any problems, at least not yet. But
well, maybe it's just on my end, or maybe my internet. But it's still like you click. It don't move fast, man.
But like, I'm telling you right now, if the servers crash, to me that's a W. That's a W there.
Yeah, and I understand. And I want the servers to crash, but at the same time I don't, because I want everyone
to be able to watch it.
Yeah. Hey, and And I know this is messed up of me right now, but I'm sorry. I thought for a second the people on Monday, they got their virtual premieres. I thought that the fact that it was delayed by 5 hours was kind of funny. But that's
yeah, I was surprised that even happened at all. Like I was thinking to myself, there's no reason for it to crash, because I was like, there's no way that many people got it. So I'm just thinking to myself, why did it go down? And then come to find out it was supposedly a Microsoft problem. But
yeah, there was something more there. I mean, God, if the service crashed for
speak on it, Tyler. What are you thinking about? Because
what?
You know something we know. What you mean?
What are you talking about?
You said you thought it was so funny though. With the fan service,
okay.
I mean the fan screen.
Listen,
tell me what's on your mind, bro.
Listen, I'm trying to be nice. I'm not trying to.
No, just keep it real, keep it raw.
Listen, I got a bunch of people that got virtual premieres or early premieres on Monday, whatever, to go to the premiere that I appreciate, and I love those guys to death.
Yeah.
But I think that weeks ago when everyone was flaunting the fact
they were bragging.
That they were bragging. Everyone was putting up the pictures like, look what I got, look what I got, look what I got, look what I. And I said to myself, I said, if I got that, I wouldn't post it. I wouldn't be like, look, I'm going to the virtual premiere. I would just kind of keep it to myself. You know what I mean? But everyone was like showing like, look, I got it. Like, okay, cool, we understand. So just the fact that it was delayed for so many hours on Monday, I thought that was kind of funny. It was kind of like, ha ha ha, like, that's kind of what you get for.
Well, that's how the universe works, bro. When you bragging and all that stuff, I mean, bad soon gonna follow, man. It ain't no reason to brag, because guess what? At the end of the day, everybody gonna have an opportunity to see the movie. And
I felt like that was wrong because, again, if I had that, I wouldn't show that off to people and be like bragging, like, look, I get to watch it and you don't. Well, and some people were bragging, and they were saying how stop whining that you didn't get one, blah blah blah. Like, you'll see it in a couple days. Like, it's easy for you to say because you got an early premiere, and I know it's easy for me to say now because we won that contest, but no, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Right, and this is my thing about it. Like, did I post? Like, did I do what you said, Tyler? Yes, I did. I did to kind of brag about it. But at the same time, I didn't go to other people saying like, don't worry about it, yada yada, because that's a really kind of like a jerk move. Because to me, like, if I have something, like, I'm gonna tell you up front right now, I'm gonna brag, because that's really what makes me human. I'm gonna brag about it. But
hey, you know what? And maybe I'm just a little soft. Maybe, like Integrity says, maybe everyone posts everything. And that's just how it is. But that's just what I thought. But hey, you know what? And again, I really appreciate everyone being here, because tomorrow's the day. What do you got? What do you got, Fatal?
No, I was just saying I can understand from both y'all ends. I could definitely understand with Jeffrey in for saying he bragging, because Jeffrey been putting in the work, and I feel like Jeffrey ain't been getting no recognition about it. So that's how the universe or God, that's how I see it. God will bless you if you just continue to stay humble. Jeffrey saw it before anybody else did. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was so happy for him. I was so pumped for him when he told me.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I mean, now we're at the point, like I said, I think we're 5 hours away from seeing it, and I'm so happy that everyone
So when do it land on HBO Max tomorrow?
12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, so 3 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
In the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you're central, right?
Oh, it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, you two were central, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm central. So what time would it be?
So then,
is that 2?
2, I believe that's 2.
2 a.m. or
2 a.m. 2 a.m.
I'll be asleep. I'll definitely be asleep. I'll definitely be. A lot of people took out work though.
Oh, yeah. I did.
I did.
Oh, you took out work?
Yep, I sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, especially with Ryan Choi's doctor slit.
If I got invite to the virtual premiere, I would straight up.
If you don't follow Twitter, you don't get that joke.
If I didn't see it Saturday, I would have most definitely took off work.
Oh yeah. Well, I still took off for tomorrow, but I actually originally took off 2 days, Thursday and Friday, but I retracted the Friday day. Yeah. I'll still take off tomorrow. Well, I also have a couch coming in too, so I gotta sit around and wait for that damn thing.
Dang, I need a freaking couch too, bro. I don't beat my couch. The couch that I do my videos on, I don't beat that couch down, bro. I need a new one. Me and my wife were just talking about that because we got our stimulus checks.
I got mine today too.
I got mine today too.
We got to get us a couch, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, you know what, guys? We're going on an hour. We got like 50 minutes.
Yep.
And
I think Zack on Ucho's Ucho's channel.
Yeah, coming up.
I'm supposed to be on there. I'm waiting on my invite. Look like I'm not gonna get it. It's all good though. It's all good because I'm so happy that Film Gob is on there. Film Gob is on there with Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
And I feel like Film Gob out of anybody deserves to be right there with Zack Snyder, bro.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with Film Gob, it's been a little kind of gatekeeping with Film Gob for some odd reason. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm glad he in there, you know.
It was Film Gob like I don't know, like he's not wearing the hat anymore. Like, what happened to him? Did he like ever since like the Snyder Cut's coming out? He's like a different person.
It's
now?
weird,
like,
bro, because I've not been wearing my hat either. I don't know.
He's like reincarnated or something like that. He's like a new person.
Evolved.
Bro, I've been doing videos without no hat, and I'm trying to say, like, what is this feeling on came on me? Is it just I'm happy and I don't need a hat no more? Or what?
I'll tell you what happened. The Snyder Cut brought him out of his shell.
I think so. Yo, his videos have been cracking me up. The last couple videos that he made, they had me dying.
Bro, Film Gob is freaking talented, bro.
He really is.
Oh my God. Ain't nobody. The only person I could probably compare Film Gob to on YouTube is a dude named Tess. Y'all ever watch him?
Yes.
Tess do Snyder Cut stuff too, but Film Gob is funny, bro. I try to be funny, but I'll never be that funny like Film Gob is, man. So them ideas he get to make videos like that.
I know.
And he was telling me, he said, Fatal, he said after Snyder Cut come out, he said, I'm done.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He said, I'm gonna give it to you, man. I'm gonna let you have it. I said, Film Guy, you supposed to be done with YouTube? He said, man, I'm thinking about it. He said either that he retiring or he said he doing totally different material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Respect.
Yeah. No, man. I do respect that. But hey, you know what, guys? Like, I really do appreciate you all coming on. I didn't want it to be too long because, you know, again, the premiere is happening very soon. Yes, and I know, like you said, Ucho's got some stuff going on, and I think Lightcast is doing something.
He's on right now. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to get you guys out here and just, you know, get you hyped. Like tomorrow's a day. Like, you guys are really going to enjoy it. I can't wait to be on Twitter with everyone finally seeing it, seeing all the reactions. It's going to be bonkers. I really hope we crash the servers. Yes, I really hope we crash the servers. I really hope that we get a big announcement tomorrow. That would be awesome. That would be like icing on the cake. Like, we can breathe. Zack is coming back, but I truly do believe he is coming back. I just don't know when they're going to announce it.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, when the Snyderverse is restored, that's going to be the biggest comeback in history, not just in Hollywood history, but in history in general to me. Because you really got to think about, like, with the stuff that Zack has been through for the past half decade, he really does deserve this W.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, guys. So with that, get plenty of sleep or whatever. Yep. Set your alarm clocks for wherever you live. It's going down. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know you will. And we will catch you on the other side. Peace.
Later.